Alright.
I just had a thought.
What?
We didn't miss the Monokuma in the bathroom. Did we? Was there one?
I didn't see one. Do you want to go back there and check just in case?
Do you want to right now? Is that where it is?
I don't know. I don't have a guide up.
Here, I'm gonna try something. God damn it! I was gonna. I wanted to try to go check my my Monokuma stuff to see if I.
I know we have 4.
Yeah, but I wanted to see if like there was a missing gap, so to speak. Wait, no, wasn't Mahiro like across from me? That's Kazuichi.
No, you're wrong. Mahiro's a girl, so she's not.
Oh, is it split up by gender? I had not even noticed that. The door looks unlocked.
Moving after you're told will be 2/3 rate, so I made sure to be 1 step ahead.
But you did that last time, remember?
However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too.
Guess I should go inside.
Wonder if there are any photos.
Fan service photos?
Hey, I found a Monokuma.
Oh, you did?
There it is.
Compared to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting through the room. That proves Mahiro was here. But she's not coming back.
Then I should try looking for a naughty book.
Why?
Why?
No, I was only kidding.
Kidding. Are you that kind of person? Jeez. Well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
I like her more and more.
Me too. She's gonna die.
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on top of the bed.
On top of the bed? You mean this?
No, the manila folder.
There, now we have all the Monokumas from this chapter.
It bothers me how late we had to wait to get these.
There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope?
Let's find out. I turned over the
A
envelope.
1, a 2, a 3.
What?
Each envelope. 3.
And what came falling out was a few photos.
Ah, this photo.
This is... we're getting that thing that we had last game.
Well, I mean, they told us up front.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, we knew that, but now we're getting, like, the photos of it. Also, I like how, even in the photo, Mikon's crying about something. This is a photo of Mikon, Ibuki, and Hiyoko, what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game.
There was a similar scenario during the first day in Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking her picture.
Is this the photo she took?
Look at this photograph, too.
A broken vase.
Oh, it's flowers. It was so digital last time, I honestly could not tell what the fuck it was.
Well, when they said it was a vase, I realized it.
Look, it honestly still looked to me like some sort of weird device you would strap onto your arm. Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the 3rd day?
As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room.
But this photo is more shocking.
As Chiaki showed the photo to me, I was stunned into silence.
Wait, what the? Wait a minute.
The Hope Street Music Room.
Hold the fuck on.
What?
Hold the fuck on.
What?
What?
Hold
No, that's
on.
not Sonya.
No, it is not a character you would know.
Huh?
What the fuck? Is that? Holy shit.
She's from the third game, isn't she?
Yes! That's a character from the third game.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Can you look up a picture to confirm?
I am looking at a picture.
Show us?
Which of these is not a spoiler?
Literally
Just
just
their
just a
sprite.
profile picture, a portrait picture of her or something.
Okay. Here, this one'll work.
Nope, not her.
You sure?
She doesn't have the hair clips.
Dude, seriously.
Yes, seriously.
You could take out hair clips.
Or they could have gotten knocked loose by Water Raider.
She also doesn't have. She also doesn't have like.
I'm
the-
not saying it. Ignore the outfit part. Look at the hair and the face.
She also doesn't have like as pink of cheeks.
We'll shelf that for now, alright? Let's continue.
Also,
E, what do you think?
also this this picture of her hair looks more. It has more yellow, whereas it's a lot lighter in the photo we're seeing on the game. Though, admittedly, that could be an art thing.
Look, the similarity is eerie.
Here's the thing: this is like
It
a
is.
character in the third game. You said.
Yeah.
Therefore, what you're saying is.
I don't know if it's a reference or what.
Well, so, like, I can see the similarities, but I can't believe the possibility that they would literally show us the corpse of a character from the next game. Also, no, the hair's different. I'm seeing it her, like in the picture you're showing, her hair.
Yes, I know she has no Hoge in that one.
No, not that. Like, I know the Hoge could have like flopped down, but in the picture, in the character portrait, her hair is like there's two locks, I guess, that come down and do a bit of a curve.
Yeah.
On this,
They have it
on-
those locks are there, but they're shorter and they split. Also, her boobs are smaller.
Are they?
I'm still saying it is because that's like way too much of a coincidence for me.
Let's continue.
They look similar, yeah, but I'm saying okay, Rhino, you've seen the third game, so you know what happens with this character.
To be fair, Danganronpa does a lot of fucky stuff, and no, I can't say anything.
I am fairly certain that at most it's a reference. It's probably just a similar looking character, because
well, it's also what's in the freaking picture with her.
Oh, she a pianist?
Because she also kind of looks a bit like Sonya, so like it could just be I don't think it's the same character.
It's
Let's
in the
continue,
photo.
please. We have.
Fine. Blame Ryan. Ryan doesn't want to
okay,
brought it up. Blame him.
I'm sticking with my theory on this
If only she had like one eye open and we could compare eye color, that would be the main thing.
Look, it's the hair, it's the face, it's the thing in the photo with her. But I'm gonna move on.
Okay, so yeah, what you're saying is that something in this photo. Got it. Let's
This
continue.
is actually a photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim?
You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day? I was gonna say the Thursday.
The thirst day.
That occurred on Thursday.
Thirst day.
No, Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh,
the one they
jeez.
blamed on a pervert.
High school girls' crime scene photo has been added to the truth bullet section in your handbook. Okay, I'm also going to point out, the fact, Rhino, that you were surprised means that this character definitely is not killed of head trauma in a room with a piano by characters from the second game. That's the main thing that makes me think it's not the same character.
I think if it's not the same character, then at least it was done by the Danganronpa team to make people who played the second game go, wait a minute, that looks familiar.
Yeah, I think it was a reference at most. I don't think it's plot relevant.
Well, it's definitely a reference to a music room in the.
And one more. This is the last photo.
Ugh.
This is probably the photo of Girl E after she got killed on the 4th day. I mean, it nearly matches the body in the game. By the way, is it weird that in this particular one, the photo, all the other photos is like, oh, it's easier to see when they show it like in the real Danganronpa, reality. And this one, it's like, oh, for the one in the game, inside the game, we made it like real.
It's literally live action, yeah. Also, I think the one that was inside the game actually had red blood.
Maybe that's why it was colored red to make you hide it.
Yeah, there's no mistake. This is a photo of Girl E.
Girl E's crime scene photo.
With that, we finished looking at all the photos.
So based on all these photos...
Yeah, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize.
This is the ending prize for beating Twilight. And what's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder.
I was about to say, beating Twilight, that's not a hard thing to do. It's a bad book.
Does that mean that stuff about our memories being stolen?
Oh, what's this?
Is there something else?
There's a note inside of the envelope. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then.
This note.
Huh. Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mihiru.
Someone else.
Still freaking
yeah.
Guy.
I'm pretty sure the idea, because Kuzuryu was in there twice. Presumably that's once for him and once for his sister.
And we also literally saw him with this on.
Yeah, that too. Which means that Mihiru was... Someone else sent this to Mihiru. I'll get a bit further before we start saying things. And that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mihiru wasn't just lured there by Nagito, she also received this envelope.
And that's why she played that game, right?
And the person who played this game first. This envelope looks very familiar.
Oh, he remembers!
And the word sister written in this note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him.
Yep, I'm glad we came here to investigate. Because we did that, we discovered a very important clue.
Yeah, I agree.
You also found that last Monokuma you were obsessing over.
That is also very important. There's still one thing left. You have to find out who actually killed Mihiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. Okay. Taking a moment to look at stuff. I'm ignoring the whole thing about that character. I'm just going to assume it's a reference and move on.
Yeah, that's not actually relevant to the case.
Yeah, because this is like an updated re-release thing. That's why there's the Ultra Despair Girls. So, anyway. So, what I'm gathering, so if Girl E was the one who killed Victim, then Victim was Fuyuhiko's sister.
Right.
Which means Girl E is dead, therefore is Sato.
Probably.
With that in mind, so basically, running on the assumption that literally everything from the game was something that actually happened with these characters back when we lost our memories. Sato was a student who is now dead, who killed Fuyuhiko's sister.
Right.
Mahiru had photographs of it and didn't do anything about it.
This seems to match up.
Which basically gives Fuyuhiko the motive.
Yeah, it's strange.
That said, it's a video game, and I gotta say it, too obvious.
Let's
Well,
continue.
this almost seems like it was settled back then if they wanted to take direct revenge.
Well, no, because bear in mind that it was Fuyuhiko got revenge on Girl E for actually, committing the crime.
Right.
Dude's a Yakuza. He probably wants revenge on everyone involved.
That's also pretty likely.
That said, he hasn't done anything against Hiyoko, Mikon, or Ibuki. But Mihiru, I guess, would be the main one, because she was the one who had the... Oh, right, because if Girl B is Mihiru, then that means they also said, hey, this girl was making your life hell, that's why I killed her. So he would be like, Girl E killed her, and it was because of Girl D, aka Sato and Mihiru. So, Sato gets killed, pre-memory loss, and then now Fuyuhiko's like, oh yeah, that happened, let's finish the revenge. That said, I'm confused by a couple things. Why does this matter? It was broken in the classroom next to the music room. So what?
It's to prove that they didn't jump out the window.
But the window was broken. How does it prove they didn't jump out the window?
Well, I think it gives doubt.
Alright, well now that we've got that figured out, let's move on at this point. Oh, there's a lot to look at here.
The photos, maybe?
These photos. Hero must have taken them. Should probably develop them at the supermarket. Even in this situation, there's a lot of photos of smiling people. Is that because of her personality? They keep saying stuff about her personality, I'm like, not really. I don't know if I agree. Jesus Christ!
Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, third time's a charm, so they say.
What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Hajime, not punch him.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation.
I'm gonna kick him in the man's nut. Results? Did you find something?
I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes.
Huh?
Hajime, kick him.
Just kidding, I was joking.
Kick him anyways.
Didn't sound like a joke to me.
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left her footprints in front of the beach house, right?
Did you find out whose footprints those are?
If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me.
With you?
Also, can I say, this is a very long investigation.
Yes, this is.
Of course you'll come with me, right?
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. If I can get a clue. What are you going to do, Chiaki?
I'm going to go try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything.
You're gonna die.
So I'll leave this to you. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible, but it might be different with a girl. Just be careful he doesn't get rough with you.
Crunch.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
She disappeared into Ibuki's mailbox!
Isn't that where everyone goes?
It's slippery when wet.
Oh, did you want her to stay?
Actually, what do you mean?
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there.
Why does everybody fade out of existence?
They're tired of it. Maybe they're characters he killed in a fighting game.
oh. Yeah, I have a feeling this is actually going. I honestly thought the investigation, based on last case, would be short enough that we could do the trial this session as well.
I doubt it.
How many despair was it again? 5, 6?
6.
6.
I'm pretty sure it hasn't even pooped yet. Whoops. There we go. Oh.
Well, it's a 2.
Alright, we gotta keep an eye on it.
I'm honestly going to have to do that, like, just during this walk. I also went the wrong way.
I was about to ask if you realized that.
No, come on. There we go. Okay, when I get to second island, I'll take a look. Okay, we're at 3.
Basically, once we get to 6, it's just general maintenance that we're all used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've decided to assume from now on that whenever he appears facing a direction, that's the direction we're supposed to go.
Maybe?
3 now.
You want to go to the diner? Because I could really do with a hamburger.
What the fuck are you doing here, man?
Taco.
I am here for
That was right.
hamburgers.
Huh?
I assumed you would come here. There's nothing you hide from me. The Supreme Overlord wields a fourth deck. I ran out of breath. Plus, I know everything. For instance, I happen to know you fiends were occupied with their infantile beach play. It matters not, for what I love is silence and solitude. That's right, that's it. That's precisely it.
I see. So he wanted to be invited too.
Just invite him next time. Jeez.
After this, I don't think there's gonna be a next time for going to the beach.
You sure?
I'm sorry, but I'm paranoid. Let's do it now. Otherwise, we're going to forget.
This is also
probably.
true.
What?
Like, we're gonna come around next, like, bear in mind, because next session, we'll be starting with the trial, and then assuming even if we do more after that, it's gonna be a little while before we actually walk around, and then we'll be like, we left, okay.
Oops. Well, I want a flush one.
I think it's fine, I just gotta check frequently.
It's literally walking in it. We're crawling in it.
Crawling in the pool.
This feces will not flush.
Have you tried jiggling the handle?
Nagito's like, what are you doing, dude? Here we go. Alright, now maintenance. So 9 hearts, 6 despair?
Correct.
Alright, so...
Because despair does not go down unless you give it presence, but it can't be a full hope because otherwise it would not become what we want it to.
Right.
Let's try going inside.
Why?
Because I said so.
The footsteps are outside, though.
Nagito!
Oh, right. She was going to go investigate something.
Whoa! Why the hell are you here?
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
This bastard.
You two have arrived at a good time. Big news! I have discovered something very terrible.
A terrible discovery?
Why are you smiling?
Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but it's something I noticed too.
You too, Mikon?
Yep, this is great. Looks like the investigation is reaching its boiling point.
Mikon first. Mikon, you had something to say too, right?
Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So please don't get your hopes up. I'm disappointed.
I get it. So just get on with it.
I tried my best to perform the autopsy. I was able to find out Hero was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly the metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like the hero didn't suffer.
What does that mean?
There's no doubt. She died instantly.
Oh!
Wait, then she couldn't
So
crawl?
someone placed her.
Death was instant? That sounds a little strange. I could better remember that.
And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry I started talking my own. Are you busy right now?
Just tell me.
During the autopsy, I discovered this in the hero's pocket.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Sorry, that is entirely different than what the note's showing us, right? Oh, here we go. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they start suspecting us for no reason. Kyoko Saionji. This letter.
If this letter is real, it would mean Hiyoko met up with Mahiro, right?
Plus, Mihiro's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m., and they met 30 minutes prior.
If we think about what that implies, then... Oh, I'm starting to get confused!
If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Mihiro and Hiyoko besides them washing each other?
They are secret lovers.
I don't think it's very secret.
Listen, I have big news! Huge, huge news!
What's the big news?
Remember that Sun Witch Esper Ito mask that was next to Mihiro's body?
We can see it right there, yes.
The mask the killer used to hide their face.
No, that is not correct. That mask was not just used to hide their face.
Then what was it for?
Sparkling Justice.
Huh?
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly, they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals. Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
This Sparkling Justice character. That's a serial killer. It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask.
It is a heroine mask, to be precise. Sun
Was
Witch
you
Esper
injecting your
Ito
veins?
is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine.
Anyway, so you're saying possible that the serial killer...
Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us. I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game.
This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. The killer just used it to cover their face.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out.
That might be true, but...
Although it's easy to write this...
Write this off.
as foolish, it might be best to be exercised with caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about...
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be
So
me.
I did not realize she was going to be the Justice successor in
That
this
would
game.
be me. Sparkling Justice.
Maybe I should have voiced her.
Sad. Well, you did lose 2 characters. Do you want her?
No, I'm okay right now.
Let's just continue.
Let's
just
finish,
in
let's
case.
finish this trial at least.
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase.
I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. However, in the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice, too.
What the
Maybe
hell?
it can come from getting involved with a serial killer.
The serial killer might not want to.
This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual.
Hey, isn't that kind of a stretch to say that there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
It happened last game.
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It is possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to murder Mahiru.
That's probably not possible.
But that is the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it.
Sonia. I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on this island. I mean, I guess that's
You want to talk to Kazuichi?
not really.
We're at the.
Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out?
After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck into a certain place. To everyone's cottages.
Everyone's cottages?
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in.
That bastard. He did something shady again.
Did you never just seriously think about asking him to let you in? But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you.
Nagito squatted down near the entrance to the beach house and began to take a shit. Spread some papers he was holding.
According to the detailed analysis of every single character in the Danganronpa franchise that I've analyzed here, judging by my obsession for the hope, then from what I can tell you now is that the likelihood of it... Anyways. Come on, Hajime, take a closer look. After all, I went through the trouble of gathering this. Oh, he went and got drawings of their shoes.
Those footprints.
Does that say Pekka?
It says Pecco.
Why does it look like an A?
Because he drew it in frickin' bricks.
See, so the reason you snuck inside everyone's cottages was...
That's right, I wanted to get a sample of everyone's footprints. But unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that these footprints belong to this person.
Whose footprints are they?
Hiyoko Saionji.
Yoko's.
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in. So I figured if I lure her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to get back to her cottage.
Treating her like
Wow.
a small animal.
But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's and matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Hiyoko's footprints.
Footprints on the
What, did
beach.
she snap her feet in half? What the hell?
Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage.
Something interesting?
I found a lot of these candies inside her room.
That's...
They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently, she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought a whole bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who are only the same brand, even if it's just potato chips.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case.
Just in case. Coming from this guy, that means probably greatly relates to the incident.
I know you found a gummy in the closet.
Ding dong bing bong.
Well,
Before we ding dong bing bong, I want to check something.
The
A
pet.
ding, a dong, a dingy, a ding, a ding, a ding, ding, dong.
Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange.
But if you look at the picture, there's clearly a yellow one.
That's probably the melon.
This could be orange.
It outright says yellow. Strawberry. Okay, so grape would be purple.
I don't see purple in that bag.
No, but there's purple grapes on the logo.
It looks like the 4 colors inside the bag are green, red, orange, and yellow. If I had to guess, I would guess that this gummy company did something a little unusual, and instead of using your standard purple grape flavor, they used one from green grapes, which resulted in a more yellowish coloring.
Wow.
It is I, Detective Nagito.
Please, no.
Yes.
Ding dong bing bong.
Hajime, remember, you still gotta kick him.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end. Come, now is the time to fight the decisive battle. The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits, the class trial is finally raising its curtain. So, meet up in front of Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon. Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. I guess I could take off this detective hat. So it's finally starting, the class trial, where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. But it's alright, either way, hope will win in the end. Now then, let's go prove it.
What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over.
I'm so fucking glad I picked him.
At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There's no escape. We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go.
We talked among ourselves, we left the beach house, and Mihiru's body. I'm hoping I get to voice a character who's, like, going insane. Because I want to do stuff like that, too.
It's to the right.
I think I found a good voice for him.
Before I enter, I'll check the thing.
What does Malevolent voice sound like again?
Malevolent?
What?
Yeah, his evil voice.
I mean, it's just the same voice, but he's saying creepy things.
I mean, I do put a little bit of a touch on it, but that really depends on what he's saying. No, let me go. Help me. He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined. Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Hey! Stop harassing little...
What's going on?
Yoko's trying to run away. Monokuma brought her here by force. But Yoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma...
Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you part of this island's food chain. Please, make me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off.
What the fuck? What the I only spoke.
I'm right here.
Uh-huh. Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you.
There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? Still, I'm a Yakuza. Accepted defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean?
Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good. Anyway, looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
Did he change back?
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Do you even have to prepare?
I feel like Nekomaru's been barely in this chapter.
Yeah.
If you don't have enough power, harness your talent, your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
The fact that Nekomaru has not been brought up whatsoever and not shown up whatsoever makes me think he's not going to be the culprit, because the culprit would get at least a little bit of focus.
Yeah.
Possibly, probably.
Like in the last case, Teru was the culprit. He was like kind of out of it for a bit, but he was also the one in the kitchen, and we talked to him a few times. Nekomaru has literally not been brought up this entire time, aside from Akane saying she fought with him.
So it begins. The beginning. Taste my bleeding fists, Nagito. Wah!
Now then, let's keep our spirits high so we could one day find that shining hope.
That's right. Moving forward is the only option.
You want to talk to anyone else?
I want to see how Hyoko's doing.
I have nothing to do with this.
I'll be honest, I believe that Hyoko is not the culprit,
I
but
also believe that.
See,
I imagine her reaction right now is because literally, seemingly her only friend has been killed.
probably.
And or girlfriend. Well, I don't know.
Either.
So looking over this, Gundam and Nekomaru have been very disassociated with what's been going on, to the point where I really don't think it's them, because that would
Also Nagito.
well, I'll get to that in a bit, because that would be like way out of left field, honestly.
Yeah.
As we already said, Ibuki and Mikon have alibis in each other. Kazuichi has an alibi of us. Fuyuhiko is not in... Oh, there he is. He's all the way over there. Fuyuhiko, very likely, but also a case of too obvious, in my opinion. Hyoko, we already know it can't be. She was the second one to find the thing. The body. Nagito, I'm not sure about, but I feel like he's too important to kill off in the second case.
He was also tied up, remember?
That's true.
He got out at some point, but apparently...
That was after the murder.
Kazuichi was beating the shit out of
Yeah,
him.
that was after. Okay.
Monami did that, remember?
So basically, I'm thinking that the killer, Chiaki feels like she's filling the Kyoko role. I feel like the killer is Peko, Sonya, Akane, or Chiaki. Chiaki being the least likely, and I feel like Sonya might be most likely, because
Sonya?
Because
Because
she
of her
knows
what
a
shit?
lot about sparkling justice she's going on about.
She sounds
She's
like
not
a
just
fangirl,
serial killer
honestly.
fangirl.
But bear in mind, like, she's going on about it. It could be a case of what... I don't think they would redo the split personality thing. It could be a case where she knows a lot about it, and she's only sharing what bits of information she can without outing herself.
Alright, well, let's continue. You want to talk to someone else?
Nah, I think we'll just go.
By the way, remember Ultra Babyface?
Ultimate babyface.
What y'all looking at me for?
Patonk! Nagito, why couldn't you have been standing 2 feet to your left?
Eek, no matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, most brutal taste.
Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator.
Oh no, my shoelace got caught.
For some reason, my breathing was short. I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. We're inside Monokuma Rock. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall.
But we didn't with it. We fell afterward.
Like a cartoon. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. As if my heart was a rotten fruit, swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish.
Hajime, can you say the H word for me?
Suddenly stopped breathing.
No you won't.
My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether.
Do you think there's going to be a theme change like that?
Looks like it.
Aim! Defeating the boring routine! So I decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it? It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
It sucks.
You go to the trouble of doing something like this, doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway.
Kill time?
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose. The purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should try and forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts.
And then just Pego just hits him with her bat, like her sword, like a golf club.
And it breaks over him because he's in his buff form.
It's starting.
God damn it.
The class trial is starting. Mahiro Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her...
Well, he's red.
...is among us. I
Among
don't want to
us.
believe it. I don't want to believe it.
Believe.
I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair,
He said the words. I know.
has begun. Really hard to give a straight face during that!
I know.